6 children of Lebak, Indonesia. Children of the Indonesian village Sangiang Tanjung living on the other side of the Seberang River have to cross a broken suspended bridge every day, to reach to the other side where their school is located. There is another alternative bridge, but that'll require an extra 30 minutes walk to reach. So the children use the old bridge without any safety device at all. They walk slowly, sometimes screaming as their shoes slip. After the story of these brave heart children taking perilous journey to go to school spread across the country, Indonesia's largest steel producer, PT Krakatau Steel came forward and along with some NGOs built a new bridge for them. 5 children of Zhangjiawan village, southern China. Here the children have to climb a number of narrow wooden ladders that seem completely unsecure in order to reach to the village school. These school children make the perilous journey on narrow wooden ladders every day, with no safety precautions whatsoever. Zhangjiawan village is remotely located in the Batagong Mountains and the terrain is characterized by drops in every side. The only other way of reaching the school is a cross-country detour that'll require 4 hours. The parents, though anxious, want their children educated. Getting an education via a series of rickety-looking ladders is a struggle unlike any other. Four children in Colombia. They zip across the Rio Negro River with the steel cables that connect one end of the valley to the other. 40 miles southeast of the capital Bogotá, there lay a rainforest with only a few families residing in them. The steel cables are suspended 400 m above the roaring river and are of 800 meters long. Photographer Christophe Otto took the picture of 2 siblings, Daisy Mora and her brother Jamid, zipping at a speed of 50 miles per hour in about a minute. Her little 5-year-old brother is actually inside the sack and both of them are attached to a pulley. The tool in her hand is a branch that is supposed to work like a primitive brake. All this seems like a crude joke, except that it isn't. 3 children of Selangkap, Indonesia. Ever since the bridge over the Seberang River broke down, the students are crossing it on makeshift bamboo rafts. When the authorities didn't bother to build a new bridge, the students were forced to find an alternative means of crossing the river to go to school. The bridge had actually collapsed during the floods in early 2013. And since then they have been commuting to school on those narrow fragile boats over the river, which is popular among tourists for its whitewater rapids. Two students of Pilai, China. At the beginning of their term, the school officials go to a very remote village to escort 80 school children of the villages on a life-threatening 125-mile journey through the mountains of the remote Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Some of the pathways are carved out from the steep sides of mountains and are only inches wide. It takes them 2 whole days to reach the boarding school, for which they have to cross 4 freezing rivers, a 650 feet chain bridge and 4 scary single plank bridges. And all these, they do to get educated. 1 children of Sumatra, Indonesia. How on earth do they get the courage to do this? That's the first question that comes to mind when one looks at the picture of these strong-willed children slowly tightrope walk 30 feet above a flowing river. And following this walk, they go a further 7 miles through the forest to their school in the town of Padang. These 20 Batu Busuk village pupils have been doing this most perilous balancing act holding steel wires since the last heavy rain destroyed the local bridge. These daredevils face injury, even death by drowning, just to get to their class on time. They sometimes are accompanied by many of the parents, and most of them are scared to cross the bridge during the rainy season for fear of being swept away by the river. but the lack of proper roads into the town forces these young ones to face death each day, quiet in the literal sense.